I'm gonna go out there and have fun, put on the show, get a knockout in the night. Not looking for it, but it's gonna come. And I'm a way better fighter than what I was when I fought him the first time. And like I said, it wasn't even more so what he was doing. It was just more so me not listening and just doing what I want. And at this time we're gonna stick to the game plan and whatever he think he gonna do, it's not gonna work.
Jaron Ennis faces Chukhadzhian in a high-stakes showdown, with Ennis aiming for another knockout and Chukhazadian determined to pull off a massive upset. This promises to be an explosive fight.
It's different over here, I'm trying to tell you, man.
It's a different animal.
Everybody always saying they coming to fight until I touch them, and when I touch them, that'd be it. That'd be it right there.
The power.
Yeah, well, it's gonna get real nasty on Friday. I promise you that. It's not lasting long at all. I promise you.
Oh. So how long you got this fight last?
I'm gonna keep it at that. It's not lasting long, and I'm gonna leave it like that.
Oh, you ain't doing no predictions or none of that. You just like it ain't lasting long, huh?
I know it ain't lasting long, like for sure.
For sure.
For sure. Period. What the girl say? Period.
Period.
I'm too much for him. I got everything. I got speed, power. I can box. I can bang. You gonna sit there and bang? If he sit there and bang, that's gonna be on him. I'm trying to tell you now.
Right.
But I mean,
the boxing world is buzzing with anticipation for the upcoming showdown between Jaron "Boots" Ennis and Karen Chukhazadian. Set to be a high-stakes match, both fighters bring distinct styles and mindsets to the ring, each with something to prove. Jaron Ennis, component placement known for his precision and power, has faced criticism for recent performances, yet he remains undeterred and focused. Meanwhile, Karen Chukhazadian enters the ring as the underdog, ready to defy expectations and show the world that he can stand toe-to-toe with a top-ranked fighter like Ennis. With skill, resilience, and determination, this matchup promises to be a clash that fans won't forget.
I am definitely not picking Jaron Ennis to lose. In fact, I think he should. It would be within his best interest, considering that this is a rematch of a fight that wasn't really competitive and, was just at the beginning of last year. It would be within his best interest to get Chukhadzhian out of there sometime, before the final bell, and I think that he will do it. I know not too much time has passed, but I think there is a confidence that comes with becoming a world champion and a title holder, and I think it just makes you a little bit more better and confident in your abilities. And I think that little difference is going to be what gets Jaron Ennis the stoppage this time.
Karen Chukhazadian knows he's stepping into the ring as the underdog, yet he sees this as an advantage rather than a disadvantage. With confidence in his physical conditioning and fight plan, he's entering this match ready to surprise everyone with his skills and resilience. "I'm in better shape and confident. I'll bring a top-level fight." Karen's words reveal his determination to compete at the highest level. By stating he's in better shape, he's letting Ennis know he's prepared for an intense match and he's ready to bring everything he's got. His confidence emphasizes that he isn't there to simply participate. He's there to put up a real fight.
All right, so what is going to make this rematch different than the last fight? I had a great camp. I'm confident, and I'm in the best shape, so I can bring you a top-level fight.
Despite being labeled the underdog, Karen is unfazed, embracing the lack of pressure as motivation to push himself harder. "Being an underdog is no pressure for me. It's not a problem." Karen's relaxed attitude toward being the underdog highlights his mental toughness. By viewing this role as no pressure, he shows that he's mentally prepared to focus on his game plan rather than getting bogged down by expectations. This mindset could be an asset, giving him the freedom to fight with confidence and resilience against a favored opponent.
Being an underdog is, no pressure for me. I can show everything I can, so no problem. All right, Philly, be nice. He about to make his prediction.
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling phenomenal. Ready to rock and roll. It's Saturday night. We got to put on a show. Had some fun.
I caught you at a community event yesterday. You've got a lot of young children around Philadelphia the area you're from. When you go to those events, how important is it for you to speak to them and try and give them the confidence and inspire them to be their own version of potentially reaching what you have and become the next generation of the boot tennis?
It's very important, you know, to talk to the kids and get back to the kids, and even if it's just me talking to them on the side and things like that, you know, even if they don't box, you know, just motivating them to do their thing in whatever sport they do. So yeah, so it's always great to get back.
Do you feel like you get through to them when you're sat there talking to them?
I feel like I get through to them more when I'm talking to them like one-on-one instead of just in a whole crowd, you know. And I talked to a few yesterday, and I was just telling them, you know, a few things, you know, just stay motivated, stay locked in, and everything will be okay.
Ennis enters this match with a clear plan, confident that his skills and preparation will lead him to victory. No matter whatever Karen is coming for, he's going to get knocked down. I mean, whatever this is, we're going to party. Ennis's words show his high confidence and assertiveness. His belief that Karen will get knocked down underscores his intent to finish the fight decisively. By saying, "We're going to party," Ennis is hinting that he's prepared to dominate, viewing this fight as a celebration of his skills.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, but this fight gonna be way different. You know, no matter what he brings to the table, whether he box or whether he try to come forward, it don't matter. He's not getting out this time.
Are you putting that pressure on yourself where this fight has to end by stoppage?
I'm definitely going to make a big statement. You know, that's what I'm here for, make a big statement. I'm gonna have my fun, I'm put on the show. You know, we're gonna have some fun, we're gonna party.
Having faced criticism about his recent performances, Ennis emphasizes that he's staying focused on his own game and not letting outside opinions affect his approach. "I don't pay attention to social media or criticism online. I didn't go in the first fight to get a knockout. I go in for fun." Ennis's relaxed response to criticism highlights his confidence and experience. By choosing to go in for fun, he reminds fans that he's in control of his own approach, focusing on what makes him comfortable and effective in the ring rather than outside voices.
Your last fight, I thought it was good for you because you did go all 12. You had a guy who, look, watching the fight, it looked like he was trying to survive. That was me. Yeah. But I think you know you're going to face those guys as you get to that elite level. Took a lot of criticism for the fight because they were just used to you blowing guys out. How did you deal with it?
I mean, I deal with, you know, all that stuff. Like, I really don't, that stuff don't bother me. I don't pay no attention to none of that stuff. But, you know, like that was great for me to go 12 rounds, and I learned from that, you know. And I learned just not going there looking for the knockout. You know, I just gotta go back to having fun and doing what I usually do. Just take my time, you know, and not look for it and let it come to me. And that's what we're going to do.
Teddy Atlas, component placement. A seasoned boxing analyst has shared insights into both fighters' strengths and potential challenges, giving fans a glimpse into the tactics they might employ. Known for his sharp analysis, Atlas respects both fighters' abilities while highlighting the key areas where each can shine. Karen knows how to use his legs, he has wheels and knows how to move around the ring. Atlas's comment underscores Karen's agility and ring movement as essential assets. By emphasizing Karen's wheels and movement, Atlas hints that Karen's strategy may revolve around keeping Ennis off balance, using the ring to his advantage.
He couldn't stand in front of it, but he moves. He uses those legs. He's got wheels. The man's got wheels, you know? And Ennis might have said he's got a tricycle, but he's got wheels, and he moved around the ring.
Atlas also recognizes Ennis as a well-rounded fighter, describing him as a master of all aspects of the sport, from offense to defense. Ennis is a very complete fighter. He's a master in all his dimensions, whether it's the body, the defense, the offense, or counterpunches. By calling Ennis a very complete fighter, Atlas showcases Ennis's versatility and skill set. This statement positions Ennis as a formidable opponent who can adapt to any style in the ring, making him a difficult challenge for Karen to overcome.
Besides being an undefeated welterweight and you know, everything else, the guy is he does, I don't know if he gets enough credit for how good he is in all dimensions. Going to the body, putting punches together, defense, offense, controlling range, boxing, counter punching, and going forward and pressing when he has to. He's a very complete fighter. The way I give credit to Tank Davis for being more than just a puncher. Very complete fighter. And Ennis is huge for a welterweight. Huge.
However, Atlas believes that Karen must take risks if he hopes to secure a victory against a complete fighter like Ennis. Karen must know he can't stand in the ring with Ennis, but he also needs to take a risk to win. Atlas's statement highlights the challenge for Karen, who faces a risk-reward situation. While he can't afford to stand toe-to-toe with Ennis, taking calculated risks may be his only chance to secure an upset. This insight suggests a potentially aggressive strategy from Karen, who must take bold steps if he hopes to hear his name announced as the winner.
Must know his limitations, so he must know that he can't stand there with Ennis. But he must also know that, okay, I'm going to move, I'm going to give angles, I'm going to use the ring, but I also got to find a way to do enough to move and to do enough to do more than just hear the last bell. I got to do enough to have a chance to hear my name mentioned after the last bell as the winner. That's what he's got to figure out.
The excitement surrounding the Ennis versus Chukhazadian fight has extended well beyond the ring, with fans and experts alike sharing their predictions and insights on social media. Many are keen to see how Ennis will perform, especially considering the pressure he faced in his last bout. One fan pointed out that Ennis may feel more relaxed this time without the weight of maintaining his knockout streak. The last fight had pressure on Ennis to keep his knockout streak, but this time it's different. This fan's perspective highlights the mental relief Ennis may experience, allowing him to focus more on his performance than on expectations. Without the added pressure, Ennis might fight more freely, using his skills to their fullest without the need to force a knockout.
And Tank Davis as well. So Boots Ennis really is in some rare company at the elite end of the sport. In terms of a best bet for this one, though, despite all that elite level finishing for Ennis, he simply, he couldn't get the job done against Chukhadzhian last time out. You could tell he was under pressure. He was looking to maintain that formidable knockout streak. It had been going on for years. And when you're on that streak and you're a young guy, you obviously want to, see it continue. And you could see that frustration, continue to build up as the rounds clocked by. He was getting extremely frustrated, constantly having to chase Chukhadzhian around the ring over the second half of the fight. But I don't believe, because of what we saw last year, I don't believe that same pressure will be on Ennis in this one.
Meanwhile, Akeem Haynes, Swing a boxing analyst, hopes that Ennis will focus on ending the fight quickly with a decisive knockout instead of a drawn-out battle. Haynes believes that Ennis should aim to make a statement in this fight by displaying his power and control. I hope Boots focuses on fighting his fight by knockout instead of breaking Karen. Haynes' advice encourages Ennis to stay true to his identity as a powerful finisher. By urging him to focus on fighting his fight, Haynes suggests that a strong knockout could solidify Ennis' standing and leave a lasting impression on fans and critics.
As I said, I like Karen Chukhadzhian. I think he's a solid boxer. I think he overperformed in the last fight. But this time around, I think Boots slows him down by going to the body, and he corrects his wrong and starts fighting more of his fight before imposing his will and breaking down Chukhadzhian. I like Boots by late stoppage. I think we see a more tactical version of Boots, a guy that's going to cut off the ring a little better. I wouldn't be surprised if this fight goes the distance, but I think Boots is going to correct his wrongs here, and I think he's going to find a way to get the stoppage, and I think he's going to fight a more tactical and calculated fight. If Chukhadzhian wants to win this fight, he's got to do a little bit more. Right? Like, he's got to take some risk. He's got to go in trying to win this fight and not just be in survival mode of this fight. But in order to win this fight, you're going to have to take a risk, and risk can often come with cost. So he's got to try to figure that out, man.
Others in the boxing community, including social media commentators, have predicted a knockout within the later rounds, confident in Ennis' ability to close out the fight with his signature strength and power. Boots is going to knock out Karen, probably between the 8th and 10th rounds. This prediction reflects the widespread expectation that Ennis will dominate, with many betting on his power to bring a knockout toward the later rounds. By predicting a finish between rounds 8 and 10, fans are acknowledging Chukhazadian's durability while still showing faith in Ennis' ability to secure a decisive victory.
Boots, you know what I mean?
He won't catch him with the big shots?
No, that's a negative. He might graze Boots, but
right.
Then again, see, you got to worry about that artillery. When you got to worry about that when you trying to graze and hit that man across his mouth, you got to worry about that artillery too.
Right.
And what's the worst punch in boxing.
One you don't see.
That's a whole fucking fact. And Boots is too fast and hit too hard.
Right.
Now, I will tell you this.
So what's your prediction for this weekend against Beard for Boots?
Boots knock him out.
What round?
I'm going to say probably between the probably the 8th and the 10th.
So my man Veer ain't gonna catch him with nothing?
No, negative.
Who are you backing in this highly anticipated clash? Will Ennis continue his knockout streak, or can Karen pull off the unthinkable? Drop your predictions in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Punch Hub for exclusive fight coverage, post-fight analysis, and all the latest updates in the boxing world. Join us as we break down every moment of this intense showdown.